Joining me now here in the spin room is former Texas Governor Rick Perry, Republican. Governor, thanks so much for being
You're
here.
welcome,
Let me just start off by asking you about the thing that a lot of folks on both sides of the aisle are talking about, and that is Mr. Trump's unwillingness to pledge to respect the results of the election if he loses. What do you make of that?
I think it's pretty classic Donald Trump. You remember the first debate in Cleveland, and he was asked, "Are anybody on the stage not going to support the Republican nominee?" And he said, "I may not." So I think it's pretty classic response from Donald Trump for him to keep people a bit, play them a little bit. And everybody in the media that I talked to took the bait. Because they're all talking about it and they're all asking about it.
Well, it's not just the media. I would point to Republican Arizona Senator Jeff Flake, who tweeted just after the debate, "Real Donald Trump saying that he might not accept election results is beyond the pale." Is this beyond the pale, Governor?
Oh, listen, there's a lot of things that get said in these campaigns that people will reel back in. I don't get confused about this at all. Donald Trump has been talking about the issue of whether or not elections have fraud involved with them. And, you know, my question, I was a governor of the state of Texas, and we took a look at that, and we passed a voter identification bill because we thought that there, you know, the sanctity of voting is really important. Subsequently, a federal court disagreed with us, and it'll go upwards and be decided at some particular point in time. But the people of the state of Texas overwhelmingly supported transparency and openness and honesty in their elections. So I think the bigger issue here is Donald Trump knows how to play the media. And from my perspective, they took the bait on this. And now, did we miss talking about the things that are really important about how to get this economy back on track, how to build our military back up? Now, we did spend a good bit of time talking about securing the border of this country, and Hillary Clinton either lied to the American people or she lied to some people she gave a speech to about open borders. My instinct is she probably stood in front of the American people tonight and lied to them about whether or not she's truly for open borders.
I just want to ask one last question. You said a moment ago that things are sometimes said in the course of a campaign that can be reeled in. Is a comment about the integrity of the American election system something that can be reeled in?
I'm not sure he's made a definitive statement. I think he was asked, "Are you going to support the outcome of this election?" He said, "I'll let you know later." So
that doesn't call into question the integrity of our election system?
We ask questions about the integrity of our election system all the time. Why would we have had a debate in the state of Texas about whether or not voter identification was required or not if there wasn't question about the integrity? I mean, the idea that you can't ask the question is a bit beyond me. I mean, I don't get my tail all up in the air about asking the questions about, are the elections honest? Are they open? How much fraud are we willing to accept? Those are legitimate questions. And I think the idea that, you know, it's kind of like if you question that, then you're questioning the integrity of the system. And no, you're just asking the questions and get the answers, find out whether or not there is reason to have those questions asked to begin with. And that's how I look at this. I'm not anywhere near as spun up about it as some people seem to be. Particularly, I'm more worried about that Hillary Clinton never even mentioned the word veterans. She didn't even mention about what's going on with literally tens of thousands of young men and women who have been at war for a decade and they're coming home and they're not getting the services from the Veterans Administration that they've earned, that they deserve. post-traumatic stress, traumatic brain injury, opioid abuse, alcohol abuse, 20 plus a day killing themselves. And she didn't even mention that. I'm passionate about it. And the next president of the United States needs to at least mention it in their debate. And she didn't.
All right. Former Texas Governor Rick
Thank you,
Perry.
Lynn.
Governor, thank you for your
You're
time.
welcome.
Appreciate it.